morning and welcome to my pottery channel. Now hopefully this kiln unloading is going to be better than the last one, because my kiln openings have been fraught with danger. So my kiln is at 68 degrees. I've just opened the lid and I do have a couple of disasters. So I am just going to set a couple more things up so that the dogs don't run past and knock my camera flying. Make sure my angle's okay and you can see me and what's in the kiln. And hopefully this time it'll go well. So, just a moment. Hi. So, that seems to be going okay. I'm Sharon. I'm an Australian from Queensland and I'm a new potter with a new kiln and a new wheel and a new exciting hobby. And I've been through, on previous videos, the history of that. So welcome. I must apologise for my appearance. I've got a shocking head cold, which I've been told is a form of mini flu. And my right eye has been swollen and itchy for a few days, so bear with me. I look like the wreck of the Hesperus, and I did manage to slap a little bit of lippy on so I didn't look like a corpse. Anyway, I've opened the kiln and I can see already that I have a couple of mini disasters. Oh, my 10-month-old border collie puppy, who I'm terrified will knock my camera flying. Get out. Go. I am sorry. Go, take it. Gave her a treat and hopefully she'll leave me alone. So I have my notes. I have my gloves. It's a bit warm. It's 68 degrees Celsius in there. And as I said, I can see I do have a couple of disasters. So I'll just get my notes. My friend and I, Debbie, who do pottery together, have been watching Audrey Burm, and we have some angels in here that we have done since following Audrey's tutorial on angels. So, but I can see a couple of them haven't worked out. And I did do a kiln opening a few days ago, but my camera played up, it wouldn't focus, it kept focusing on the background over there, so I've changed the angle and it seems to be good now. And those two angels I put on no chromie wires, but they were too heavy, so they dropped and sat on cookies and glazed themselves to shelves and all sorts of horrible things. And I will do a video showing you all the pieces out of that unloading later today. I tried a couple of times and it was just always a mess. It's obviously too ill. Excuse my damp hair. So let's see what these are like. I have put these ones on ceramic rods and they seem to be fine. Oh, I thought this was going to be awful, but it's not. I'll show you that one in a moment. Ooh. This one is micro pearl on the wings. We've done abalone on all the faces, micro pearl on the wings and most of the halos. And I tried micro champagne for this one, and I don't like it. It's just gone a little brown. I decided I wanted them all to be glazed all over, which has been fraught with danger. And I'm a beginner, so everything's going to be fraught with danger. But she's cute. She'll hang on the tree, okay? I have written names on the bottom of them to give to my children as Christmas presents, and none of that has worked out so far, unless I've picked the wrong two up. Okay, next two. Now this one, actually it's quite cute. I thought looking from the top it was ugly, but it's very green and very leaf coloured, and I think, no, the names I've written on them, none of them have worked out, so that's okay. I will do more because a couple of these that I've done for a couple of my daughters and granddaughters just won't suit. This one was micro jade with micro pearl wings. Oh, the puppies are being very good now. And this one, what was the lacy one? Yes, this one had my rose quartz on the top of the dress, and it's gone all brown. However, I don't mind it. It's very arty, very someone that's got very neutral tastes will love that, I'm sure. She is cute, but her face has gone quite brown because I did this on yellow clay. Ah, this was the micro champagne, but I put rose quartz around the top, and that was on the yellow clay. Clayworks yellow cone 10 clay. But oh, I don't know whether you can pick it up or not, but the micro pearl on the wings is just gorgeous. And I do hope my camera's going to play nice and focus properly for me today. It's been a bit of a nightmare. No, the birds are off this morning. Now these two are pretty. Look at the micro pearl on that. It's all sorts of blues. And I know they were all micro pearl. But where I've done it was a tree bark stamp roller thing, and it's got blue. And this wasn't jade. Oh, I know what that one was now. Yes, this one, the dress was Pink Pixie by Mako, the Jungle Gems Pink Pixie, and that is just delightful. So I'll do that one again. And this one, actually it's turned out beautiful. Again, the micro pearl in any of the texture has gone quite pale blue, which is so pretty. And the dress on this one is raspberry mist, and that is just gorgeous. Look at the bottom of that. And those runs are where I tried to paint the name on in Duncanberry Black. I don't mind it, but it's just run all over the place. Isn't that just so gorgeous? It's quite large, and I did put a little bit of pink on the mouth, and I love her. And this last one is stunning, but it's gone very, very deep. So where is it? This one is, the body was rose quartz, and it's got all sorts, 3 times. All of these have had 3 coats, but it's got all sorts of purples and plums and deep colours in that. And the wings were raspberry mist. Again, the faces were abalone, and I think I did champagne halo on this one. But oh, isn't she gorgeous? And I used for this one, I do hope this is focusing, or I'll have to do it on the veranda again, but I hope it is. I did for this one use a peony, cutters and stamps. I love her. She's stunning. Absolutely stunning. So that's my angels. Thank you so much, Audrey Burm from Audrey Lynn Studios. Pottery, she has a YouTube, and I'll list everybody that I mention, I'll list in the notes below. But they're far, far more well-known than I am. Now, I'm going to take all my props out that I've had all those angels propped up on. And I had cookies underneath them, which was just as well because some of them dripped. And before I go any further, I'm just going to make sure my camera is focusing today. Okay, so that seems to be really good, so I'll keep carrying on. I'm just going to remove all the cookies and everything I had sitting underneath it. Put a box here behind me to catch everything. And here's one cone. It's a cone 6. I'll just get a cookie. Well, that wasn't very clever. Just get a cookie. So I got a 5.5. I had my settings for this one was a cone 5 with a 20-minute hold, 20-minute hold at the end, and that's my cone 6. So it's about a good 5.5, which is fine for me. Now this one is my friend Debbie's, and I'm pretty sure that is rose quartz and abalone inside. It's got a fine speck of something that's dropped on it, but I'm pretty sure I can get that off for her. It's got one tiny little run, but it hasn't gone off. And I think she'll be happy with that. She's done so little throwing that anything that she gets out excites her, as it does all of us. And that's a beautiful little bowl. I love it. There's a few little like pimples in the bottom, but they're not pinholes. They've closed over. Now we get to the mugs, and I have to get my notes. So this was on the buff clay, the Clayworks yellow clay. And this one, the inside was abalone, 3 coats. And so this one is 3 coats of abalone inside, and outside is 3 coats of midnight run, and I stopped 3/4 of an inch from the bottom because I knew it would run. It's run perfectly down to there. I really, really like it. And the top half was river birch 2 times. And I really like that. That's a gorgeous little cute mug. And this one, which, popped off beautifully and hasn't run off the bottom. This one is one of Debbie's. Oh, she'll be thrilled with that. Oh, honestly, I wrote down what she wanted me to do on that. Here we go. And she wanted to do 2 the same, so the other one must be down the bottom. So what she wanted, oh goodness, look at that river birch, was river birch 3 times on the outside and rose quartz 1/3 from the top. And there's some rose around the top. It's run down the bottom but not off the bottom. And that was alabaster in the inside 3 times. I think that's stunning, and I think she'll love it. Now, for the second disaster, and this is a real disaster, this will have to be a refire. Just get these 2 cookies out, because I'm going to have to remove a shelf in a minute. Take those off there and put them in there. Okay. Cone disaster. That is my cone 5, and I did not expect it. I thought I'd put it right. Oh, and it's come off cleanly, so I will be able to sand that back, but I'll have to refire it because it's left a big thing out of it. That one is mine on the yellow clay. It's the larger one. Again, it's on Clayworks yellow clay, cone 10 clay, and I've put buttons on the handles. This one is inside blue opal 3 times. And yeah, no pinholes, but it looks like they've been pinholes and they've closed over. So I'm really happy with that because it's kind of got a bit roughness on the bottom, but that doesn't matter. And outside, the top half is midnight run 3 times in receding coats. So the last one would have only been about 1/2 an inch. And the bottom is river birch, and I overlapped them, and river birch went to there. And I stopped the river birch again 1/2 an inch from the bottom because I wanted the clay to stand out. And I'm really happy with that one too. Now I'm just going to pause you and remove the shelf. So back again, and I'm going to put some gloves on because it's a little warm on this, and I only had 2 shelves in this kiln. I have to sort out where to put the shelves because if I put these I have an 8183, a Scut 8183, but if I put the small 1/2 inch kiln props on the bottom, under the bottom shelf, as you do, so nothing's on the bottom of the kiln, then if I use the large ones above that to fit larger things in, and I don't have any small things, then it's too close to the thermocouple and my kiln won't work. So that's something I'm trying to work around. Now, back to the right page. This one. Oh, this was red clay stoneware. Oh, inside is alabaster, and on the red clay stoneware it's got a really pretty mottled colour. And the outside, and I've got a real sheen on this one, is Ancient Copper by Amico. Top 3/4, 3 coats, and the bottom is Smoky Merlot, 3 coats, and I love that. I absolutely love that. And I'm pleased I put black engobe in my Maker's Mark, and that stood out, and that on that red clay is just gorgeous. I love that. So this one is just Midnight Run, 3 coats outside. I've done little cutouts. It's run into them and not off the bottom. And isn't that just beautiful? And blue opal inside. And I've done a tiny, tiny, tiny rim of oatmeal around the top of that one. Just love that little bowl. So the kiln's not quite the disaster that I thought. Now this one I don't have notes for because I did it so long ago that I can't remember, and I'll have to really look it up. It's on the yellow clay. I may have written it down somewhere, but I don't know. I can't tell you what the top is. That line is obviously copper float because I didn't have a lot of the others before that. And it's just like an incense. I threw it as a closed form, and it's to hold incense sticks. And I don't know who I'll give it to because I don't like incense. But yeah, I really like it. I really, really like it. I was just playing with closed forms, and that's gorgeous. This one is Debbie's second mug. I put my note. Oh, and it was the same. It was the river birch with rose quartz up the top. It's come out perfectly. I don't think it's what she wanted. You can see the rose quartz around the rim has gone down a bit, and it's got the pink through it, but I think she'll love it. They're gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous mugs, and they're the first mugs that Debbie has made all on her own. She's made I've made a couple of mugs for her, thrown them, and she's put the handle on. But these are her very, very first mugs. And that is gorgeous. This one I glazed quite some weeks ago, and it never made it into the kiln. And this is river birch down the bottom, Amico deep red fire brick around the rim, and light flux on the fire brick red. It has got a cookie well and truly stuck to it, but oh no, it hasn't. Wow, and it was before I bought my Maker's Mark, so it's still got my name scrolled in it. This has been waiting to be fired for quite a while, and I love it. It's a little pot for whatever you do with little pots. And the last one in this fire is this beauty. Now this is a bowl that I threw when I first got it back into pottery, and it's on that yellow clay again. It's very heavy. I used to throw very heavy, and I've lightened up my bases and learnt a lot since then, but it's very heavy. Isn't that beautiful? Now that will be raspberry mist. That will be light float around there. I could not tell you if I put anything underneath it, but I don't think so. Well, it could be a line of sandstone. I'll have to look it up. And inside, it's got a little mark down the bottom. No, it's in the, it must be a fingernail mark where I've put my fingernail in the clay and not realised, and then glazed over it. Silly me. But that inside is raspberry mist and the light flux I would have put around the inside rim as well. I love that. That's a beautiful bowl. A beautiful bowl. So, that is my kiln opening. The first one, I hope, that's going to work out really well. And I'm going to have to redo some angels, but I absolutely love that. And thank you so much, Audrey Burm, for your tutorial. I'm going to take it and run with it and do far more. She's very, very glossy, very, again, that's the rose quartz and the raspberry mist. And I didn't put anything else on it. It was just raspberry mist. But look how dark it's gone. And purple. And oh, I did. I beg your pardon. Let me just go back with this one. Where is the angels? I know I did something a bit. I was scared about this. I know why I can't, because it's rained and all worn off. But I went a bit nuts. I was tired at the end of a glazing session. And I put Smoky Merlot on that, and then I did 3 coats of rose quartz, 1 coat of Smoky Merlot, and another coat of rose quartz over the top. And I actually love it. When I looked at it in the kiln this morning, I thought, oh, yuck. And I absolutely love it. It's stunning. So that's probably my favourite piece, from opening the kiln this morning, closing the lid and thinking it's too warm anyway, and yuck, to how gorgeous is that? And from a very sick person's point of view, actually I'm just starting to get over it, but from a sick person's point of view, that has made my day. Thank you so much, Audrey Burm. And I'll see you for the next kiln opening, which will be a while because I don't even have enough for a bisque pie yet. So making this week, and more angels before Christmas. So thank you so much for joining me. If you do like this, please subscribe and help my channel grow. We've only got 3 subscribers. I'd love to see a few more. Begging. But it's really not about that. I'm just having fun. But even that micro champagne, I hope that'll focus in closer, has got blue through the stripy bits on the halo. It was a rope mould, fine rope mould, because I used to do cake decorating, and all these moulds and everything are from cake decorating. And she's a little hefty, but I wouldn't mind one as a tree topper, but I'll have to make it a bit finer than that. And that was pretty fine. It was a real juggle to support that while it dried. So again, thank you for coming. And welcome to my channel if you're new. Bye for now.